have a male Great Dane in our house, Marty, 3 years old. The dog is this big. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think there should be some kind of law that male Great Danes should have to wear underwear in public.
Great to be in Manhattan, ain't it? Places are great. You ever notice if it doesn't rain for 3 weeks in New York, there still will be puddles of mystery moisture all over town, sort of H3O.
So these 2 blind guys walk into a sardine factory, right? And the one guy says, "Plunger, I hardly know her." Hey, with friends like you, who needs a proctologist? But seriously, folks, wow!
What was it like for you to start in comedy? Not a lot of women out there doing it, not a lot of funny women.
That's for sure.
I mean, you know, not a lot of women making the big money.
No, there's not.
How was it like for you starting out?
It was the first time I did comedy, I opened up for a blues band at a biker bar. I'm not kidding.
You know, when this stuff was flying
Yeah,
now.
Jack Daniels on tap. It was a nightmare. These people are scary.
Blues bar.
Folks, blues bar. Yeah.
Any women in the place?
Probably, but who knew? You know. Yeah, because I think that's the only thing more frightening than a biker is a biker babe, if you will. So I live in LA now, like everyone else in the show, so I have to bring it up. I don't know why I did. I moved there 2 years ago, drove out there with all my stuff in my car. Have you ever done this, driven across country? Yeah? Are you still friends with the people you went with? I did it in a '74 Volkswagen with an AM radio. Through Nebraska. Man. Have you been to Nebraska? Have you? I'll just tell you. Nebraska's proof that hell is full and the dead are walking the earth, okay? Unreal. And there's only 2 radio stations in the state of Nebraska, okay? I swear, on one you get the Hog Report, which I guess is their dating service. I don't know, okay? I don't know. On the other channel, we got a religious broadcast with the Peters brothers. Do you know these guys? These are these 2 religious fanatics that spin rock albums backwards to find the devil message, okay? And then they burn the records. I guess they're gonna save your soul over the AM waves or something. I don't know. So I'm listening to this, and the Peters brothers are burning a Doobie Brothers album. Because doobie's the slang term for a marijuana cigarette. And I'm thinking, guys, you're the Peters brothers. Figure it out. I mean, I think there are some rock albums that should be burned, definitely. You know, I mean, it's just pathetic. I personally, I like old rock. I think the Beatles were the greatest rock band ever. Yeah? You like the Beatles? Boy. The day John Lennon was killed, I was devastated. I was living with my parents at the time when I found out the news, and have you ever had your mom ruin a moment for you because she doesn't have a clue about what's going on in reality? She bursts out the door of my room and announces, "Liz, I just heard it on the news, they shot Jack Lemmon."
I want my Weather Channel.
I want my WTV.
I want my World Wrestling Federation.
I want my MTV. I've got my MTV. We're here with Billy J.
Hi, I'm Billy J from Poison.
Jim. And he dressed for the occasion, all black. Someone died here. I guess he figured that.
No, this is nice. These are nice studs.
Well, they're nice. Yeah, but
this is the total antithesis of everything I represent.
Is it all right being here in the gym?
Why would anybody? You're all going to die. You're all going to die. Attention. Life is short. You will all die.
And you are wasting it lifting.
Activity. Start drinking. Start drinking. I had a very hard day. My wife took me shoe shopping. Do you ever go shoe shopping with a woman? Is this next to it? It's an afternoon in hell, isn't it, guys? Women can never make it. You know why? This is the thing. When guys think footwear, we think boots, shoes, sneakers. Then gals call us kooky. The first thing we do is we decide which one we want. Then we go to the store that sells the item we have previously decided upon. And then, here comes the hard part. We buy them! How do we do that? Apparently women don't have this capability. It's sort of a quest for fire. I can't decide. I can't decide. I wish I lived in Russia. There would be less choices in Russia. And never try to speed up the process by giving your opinion of the shoes. Have you ever tried this tactic? Honey, I am having a shoe crisis. Could you help me? What do you think of these shoes? They're perfect. These shoes make my head look way too big. I have a giant head with these shoes. Look at the size of my head with these shoes. You men know nothing. Ooh, sorry, Sybil. I didn't even know there was a shoe department at Midas Muffler. You get in arguments with women, and then what do guys do? We're right, but we still buy you flowers. Is there ever a cool way to carry flowers for a guy? See a guy walking down the street. The other guys are walking by. Oh, you must have messed up real bad. Women are walking by. Very nice, but you were still an ass.
Carrot top.
Yeah.
That's good. You should get one of these haircuts. This will probably enhance your whole appearance.
Well, it's kind of a hassle because it goes along with it is the fair skin, you know, so I can't go to the beach.
Do you tan though?
No, I just burst into flames.
My name is Louis C.K. I have red hair. Not a big deal. It's been like this ever since I bought that hair tonic from Bobby Brady. I don't know if you saw that episode. I hate that joke. I drove here in my car. I have a Honda. It's kind of new. I like the Honda, except for the retractable headlights that go up and down. That doesn't do me any particular good, except for a year from now I'm going to have the Cyclops car and look like a... It's better than I used to have an 82 Ford Escort, and this was the worst car ever built in history. Because the thing I hated about it, it ran fine, it ran for years, but the horn, they moved it. They moved the horn from the center of the steering wheel to over here on the little blinker thing, so it was end up shooting blanks this way and looking like an idiot. You know, and you could do this in anger. That way, you know, hey, brr, but you can't go, hey, beep, you know. And the most important reason to have the horn in the center of the steering wheel is so that if you're ever sitting in your car, you get like shot in the back of the head, or you're driving 90 miles an hour and you slam into a tree, so you get to do the old... You get one chance to do that, and I don't want to blow it. Thanks.
I gotta get over to that club, so I'm ready for the big time. Wow!
Listening to the radio today. I don't particularly like New York radio. I think it's pretty bogus. You know what I'm talking about? You're listening to Kiss FM. That's right, Kiss FM. Yeah, we only own 10 records and we play them over and over and over again. You were just listening to Pebbles. Yeah, you were just listening to Pebbles. You know how Pebbles got her name? Bam, bam. That's how Pebbles got her name. But here's a song you were sick of all last summer, but hey, it won a Grammy, so let's beat it into the ground. Here's a little song I wrote. Makes you want to slit my throat. Every 5 minutes. It's radio from hell. You've got a fast car. I've got a tarantula on my head. You're listening to WLTK. Light Talk Radio. No music, no news. Just me talking like this. 24 hours a day. No harsh words, no verbs. Just beautiful nouns described by soothing, relaxing adjectives. Yeah, man. You're listening to listener-sponsored radio WBAI. You're listening to me, Ras Babylon. You're listening to Reggae Vibrations. We'd like to tell you about a great reggae show in the Bronx. Security will be tight, 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 inside and out. We'll have Ika Mouse and the fabulous Admiral Bailey. And here's a record by Yellow Man. I think I have something in my eye. You're listening to Kiss FM again. We're on 5 spots in the top. What the hell you think you can get away from us? No way. Here's a song that you hated last year, the year before. It's The Boss. In my hometown, my hometown, my home, my home, my home. For God's sake, Bruce, get a thesaurus. For those of you who don't know what a thesaurus is, a thesaurus was a giant reptile that roamed the earth millions of years ago and had a very good vocabulary.
Hi, I'm Mario Joyner. Anyone who watches TV these days knows that you really haven't made it until you get your own phone line. Well, now I have mine. 1-900-555-MARIO. You can call me up and ask me questions about the intimate details of my personal life. Bright lights, big city. That's what my life's all about. But that doesn't mean I don't have time to talk to you. Ask me about how I keep in tip-top celebrity shape with my intense workout regimen. Or you might want to know about some of the restaurants that I frequent, where I dine on the most exotic cuisine New York has to offer. If it's excitement you're after, then ask me about my nightlife. Find out about the exclusive clubs that I go to and the people I go with. Find out what happened to me the night I was kidnapped from a hot tub in the Hollywood Hills by Vanity and Vanessa. And that's only one of the stories I'd like to share with you, if you give me a call. So what are you waiting on? Pick up the phone. Dial 1-900-555-MARIO. I'll be waiting on your call. Hello, Mario. Ma, I thought I told you not to call me here. This is my 1-900 number. I'm trying to make some money. No, I won't charge you. Okay, bye. I'm waiting on your call.
So, I was driving in New Hampshire, just to let you know, and I'm doing 130 miles an hour. Ooh, I have a Honda, so it's a good hill, you know, plus I'm lying to you, so, you know, those two variables working with me, 130 is no problem. And I'm getting into it, you know, I got like the stereo blast, I got Guns N' Roses on, and I got the sunroof open so I can do this and everything. I'm really getting into it. I'm cruising down the road, and my radar detector goes off. Now, usually this thing goes off when there's a cop standing next to my car with a flashlight. Beep, beep, thanks a lot. Big help. You know, but it went off, and I saw a cop way up there, but I didn't slow down, because he wasn't on my side of the highway. I was going northbound, and he's going southbound. There's a big ditch between us. I'm thinking he's in another dimension, you know. But he's got some roll cage in his car or something. He pulls into the ditch, breaks his bumper off on the guardrail. Next thing I know, I got this Dukes of Hazzard guy coming after me. I could almost hear the narrator from Dukes of Hazzard going, well, looks like this boss got himself in a mess of trouble, yeehaw! And a background music from Starsky and Hutch and Bretta, wow, wow, wow. So, cop pulls me over, he comes over and he says, boy, what the hell you doing 130 miles per hour? I'm on a believe it on my honey and I said, excuse me? No, he bawled me out for about half an hour. Then he says what they always say, what do you got to say for yourself? They give you a prompt to argue. And I said, sorry, and that's it. I never argue with cops. I don't understand people that will argue with a state trooper who pulled them over. Like, they really expect the guy to go like, oh, yeah, I guess since you put it that way, okay. Go ahead.
Action! I never liked Halloween as a kid. It was a very traumatic holiday for me. Boo! When you're 9 years old, no matter how great your costume looks, you look like a gigantic goober walking around if you throw a pair of goggles on top of it. Great costume, right? With the glasses, Casper the Four-Eyed Ghost. I could never figure out how they knew it was me. I thought they recognized the shoes. Give me a break, I was 9 years old. The next year I went as a pirate. The legendary one-eyed pirate? No, a three-eyed pirate. Captain Pinhead. Not too scary. Then we went trick-or-treating, which is essentially learning how to panhandle at a young age. I mean, when it comes down to it, we were begging. But it was worth it for the candy. Remember the lady you used to hate the most? Oh, no, the apple lady. Are you kidding me? If I wanted an apple, I would have picked one myself. So I told her, lady, I want candy. Get me some chocolate or you're walking the plank. Move it. In the bag, don't try anything funny. Turns out it was unsweetened cooking chocolate. Ugh. So we gave her back the apples. But nowadays, we're eating healthy. In fact, last Halloween, I gave fruit out to the kids. Trick or treat, mister. Their parents will appreciate it. You suck, mister. Now remember, kids, you gotta be careful when you get fruit from people. You never know, there could be some twisted sicko out there who might try to hide a razor in it.
Do you have older parents? Anybody? Okay. We all do. Alrighty. But when they get to be that age, they start slipping up here. I mean, I'm home for Christmas this year. My mom walks into the living room Christmas Day and announces to the family, you know, someone's been rearranging the ornaments on my tree. Really, Mom? Why don't you put your underwear on the inside of your clothes now? Okay, let's try that. Maybe then someone will believe your little stories. Because she's 67, Catholic, you know, you never tell them the entire truth. You make up these wild stories. I'm home, she helps me unpack, she finds my diaphragm. I had to tell her it was a bathing cap for my cat. And she asked if she could get one. I told her a Tupperware party.
Oh, I gotta get to that club. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
So people that point stuff out here, like people that like to tell you when you have something on your face, they come up to you real discreet and they're like, hey, psst, just go like this. Got a little something right there. What if this guy goes to a place like India? Is he going to be all over the streets of India going, hey, just go, just got a little something right there. I don't know, I'm guilty of the same sort of thing, though. Like, the other day I went to buy a hairbrush in a little pharmacy, and I didn't know what aisle they were in, so I went up to the girl at the counter, and I said, excuse me, could you tell me where I could find a hairbrush? Then I catch myself and I realize, Lou, what the hell is this? I mean, this girl's probably putting herself through a very good college by working here. I barely finished high school, and I'm going, hairbrush? Hairbrush? You know, like she's gonna go, Aisle 6. So I got the hairbrush, I brought it up to the guy at the counter, I had a cash in my hand, like a $5 bill right in his face, and he says, how would you like to pay for that, sir? I'm like, oh, actually, I'd like to pay for it like this. Strange, we have ways of communicating that I never understood. Like, here's one that's very confusing. When somebody wants you to be quiet, if they want you to shut up, what do they usually do? They make this random noise. They go, shh, shh. What the hell is that? There's nothing about that specific noise that makes me want to shut up when I hear it. So how did it get to be the official shut up noise anyway? What's so magic about shit? No, it's just randomly chosen. It could have been something like, ah, blah, blah. Or like when you hitchhike, you're supposed to do this. Now, why does this mean give me a ride? What if you go to some other country where this means like pull over and beat the crap out of me or something? I guess it's kind of like sign language. I recently took a course in sign language. I know one sentence so far that I'll teach you. It goes like this. Which means I like to do this.
One more, come on, come on. Good comic needs to be working out. Come on. Great. Now we'll put some weight on that thing and it'll be a little bit better for you.
You mean that you gotta put more weight on this thing?
Yeah, they actually have weight that they put on it.
They're trying to kill me. Is anybody visiting from out of town? Are you? Welcome. Now, where are you visiting from? Boston. Boston. Oh, I love the accent up there. Yeah, we had a great Thanksgiving. We had some turkey and some mashed potatoes. If you're visiting from Boston, before while you're here in New York, make sure you take advantage of the delightful entertainment available at the Times Square station between 2 and 4 in the morning. It really can't be beat. My first name's Bernie, my last name's Getz, and you all ain't seen nothing yet. I took a little ride on the IRT. These 4 ugly suckers surrounded me. They spoke in a language I couldn't understand, but they each held a screwdriver in their hand. They said, show and tell, sure can be fun. Those are nice screwdrivers. Did I show you my gun?
We can talk about boyfriends.
Okay, good. Well, I don't want to talk about boyfriends. I don't have any. I'll talk about the women. You talk about the men.
Already then.
That's what we'll do. Are you currently dating someone? You got a boyfriend now?
Yeah, he lives in Iowa.
Oh, what's your name? I
know. No, it's like, that's the way to do it. You gotta find a guy from Iowa, because once you go there, you're the best looking thing they've ever seen. I don't know. I went to Catholic school my whole life. Catholic grade school, high school, college. You too? You keep nodding. Aren't we familiar? Oh, my. Yeah, I did. Did you Catholic school? Did you go to one of those schools with a really scary name, like Our Sister with a bleeding dagger through your skull? Yeah, it's really bizarre. I don't understand how women can still be Catholic. Are you still Catholic? No, me neither. I just don't understand it. Women have no rights in the Catholic Church. They don't. I mean, think about it. What's the highest rank a woman can have in the Catholic Church? None. Yeah. Sock it to me one more time. Thanks. It's amazing to me. I don't know. And the Pope, he's the big guy. You like that Pope? No? He looks like Uncle Fester from the Addams Family, doesn't he? Yeah. He can even make a light bulb go off in his mouth. Well, you really got to know him. Yeah. I partied with the Pope 2 years ago in L.A. He is a wild man. I'm not kidding. You get a couple shots of Jack in this guy, he'll try all of his hats on for you. Oh, yeah. He's got that big Spuds MacKenzie hat that says no fat chicks in Latin. Have you seen it? Yeah. He's insane. He's got a bumper sticker on that Popemobile that says, nuns do it out of habit. Oh, yeah. He won't stop.
Hi, Mike McDonald here for the MTV Half-Hour Comedy Hour, asking you, what is the most disgusting, stupidest thing you've ever put in your mouth?
It tasted kind of funny. It was one of those things they put in those lights at the circus, the little thing. I wanted to see what the battery looked like, and I took it out, and I put it in my mouth, took a bite out of it, and oof.
You bit into a battery.
Yeah.
Those are major league teeth, ladies and gentlemen.
A dirty sock?
Our safety pin. A booger.
A raw oyster.
What did it taste like?
A booger.
What I had for lunch at school today?
What was that?
Well, ever see a dead pig?
Yes.
There you go.
Pig's feet or something like that.
My foot.
Your foot?
I bite my toenails.
Really?
Yeah.
How do they taste?
Gross.
I ate beer and Cheerios once for breakfast.
One was sausage with peanut butter.
Mmm.
Castor oil.
Castor oil.
Yeah, when I was a kid, you had to take that with an orange.
A baby's pacifier.
How old were you?
14.
14?
Yeah.
What'd the baby think about that?
Peed on me.
You ate mud?
Yeah, didn't everybody?
No.
A raisinette that's fallen into my hamster's cage.
Now, my question is, how did you differentiate that from what your hamster left?
I had to wait for the outcome.
Decomposed rat? A decomposed rat, as opposed to those fresh ones we all try and purchase at the store.
Silly putty?
What did it taste like?
A booger.
So what have you put in your mouth lately? This is Mike McDonald for the MTV Half-Hour Comedy Hour. Caught you thinking.